Hey, this is Big D. I'm going to give you one of my first stories that I ever got as a correctional officer. This is one of the first funny things that ever happened. Well, actually, not one of the first things. I mean, there's tons of stupid stuff that happened when I was in the academy, but for the sake of the identity of the people, I will never give you names of the people that were involved, and I'll never give you units or times or years that this stuff happened in. But I will basically use letters to refer to people. So I remember when I first started and I was on my last day of OJT, which is considered on the job training. I was working a detention unit with somebody we'll call V. V was basically a veteran that worked in the department for a while, and she was showing me around. I remember one of the first instances, during that 8 hour shift that we saw that was kind of out of whack was we had a door in, I guess, Able Pod. This is before they had cameras anywhere in the prison system. It was like the golden age of corrections because you could literally do whatever you wanted to do, and like nobody was really keeping tabs on you. Like I remember there people would sleep on shift, not do their job. They'd play cards all night long. They'd never do walks. You just have a lot of stuff that from the academy standpoint, what they told you was the complete polar opposite, at least at the prison I was at. But back to the story. So Able Run, I think it was cell one. We come across it, and there's just like brown sludge like stuff at the crack in between the door and the concrete. When we start talking to the two guys in there, they start talking about how apparently their toilet's been clogged for like 3 days. Mind you, this is summertime, and there's no AC unit inside of any of these detention units. It's like you're literally going to be sweating your ball sack off in these detention units when you're locked in the cells. So these guys have been getting hot boxed in their own urine and shit for 3 days straight. And I guess they're trying to suck fresh air from the bottom of the door. And eventually it overpowered them, the stench, and they just puked as they're trying to get fresh air. So all that brown stuff was puke. So we basically pulled them out. We put them in another cell and cleaned it up and got their toilet unclogged. Apparently, when we had a conversation with the detention unit staff, they basically said that they had a pattern of purposely clogging their toilets. But mind you, again, this is before cameras, and when there's no cameras, there's no transparency. So as long as you gave, your sergeant, your captain, your DW, the good old fashioned okey doke and told them everything was okay, most of them were just too lazy to really check because, again, there's no transparency. Nobody's really coming down there to check because life was just easier without the transparency and without the cameras. So once we got that situated, we got him back in there, we got it fixed. We had another incident. We had a dude that was complaining about never getting a shower over in Baker Pod. We go over to Baker Pod, and we pull this guy out after cuffing him up, and we throw him in the shower. Well, when his shower is up, he didn't have a towel. So V basically decided to substitute a towel for I guess a shirt that she found lying around. Well, apparently somebody that was the shirt of some dude that got pepper sprayed like a day ago. The thing about pepper spray is once it contacts your skin and you start sweating or you have water on your skin, it reactivates. So this guy starts wiping his face with the shirt after being in the shower. And then a few seconds later, he starts screaming about how he's on fire. So, I just couldn't help but laugh at it, man, because there's that old school 80s song, She's on Fire. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but I just couldn't help but laugh at the fucked up situation we were in. You had abuse all around. You had this dude that just got pepper sprayed inadvertently because there's no towels. There's tons of fucked up stuff like this all around, and I plan on giving you lots of stories. So I don't know, that's the first story I'll tell you. All right, D out.